Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwa Dash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. That's what these lessons are for. All right, brothers, I'm here on Apostle Gabar's channel, Daily Edification 4. Go on over there and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And this is going to be a lamb back, response video to this video queued up here on the screen. Commentary: the hell with some goddamn Kanye north, south, east, and west. And as the apostle goes into it, this guy has never once shown a gesture of appreciation, and in the form of appreciation, a person in the social status that he is in would be monetarily, which, like the Apostle Gabar says in the video, he's not mad about, the guy, not, donating, to the ministry, so on and so forth. It matters not, And shit, at this point, we almost out of here anyway. We don't expect for these sellouts to, donate to this ministry. You know what I mean? But, being that you are using our material, which is the material of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, as the Apostle Gabar states in this video, you should show a gesture of appreciation. Okay? So, I'm in the same spirit as Apostle Gabar. You know what I'm saying? The hell with this guy, man. And the elites might whack his ass. The elites might, kill this dude. Because now he's going up against the so-called Jew. And, you know what happens when that type of stuff starts to, go on. But anyway, that's a lesson for another show. Anyhow, this is 1 Corinthians 9 and 11. And it reads, if we have sown unto you spiritual things, which what we're sowing unto you, is spiritual things. All right? You know what I'm saying? From Great Millstone is where a lot of you people learn the name of the Most High, the name of his only begotten Son, which is the name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his Son's name is Yahushai. All right? You might hear us say Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, meaning the Most High in the name of his only begotten Son. Okay? That's where I learned this thing from. That's where the majority of brothers, learned this thing from. Okay? The leadership of Great Millstone. All right? And throughout the years, we've become leaders as well, and we're sowing spiritual things unto other men. Okay? And in all actuality, this thing is being pushed out throughout the four corners of the earth. So we are sowing, spiritual things unto you. We're breaking these scriptures down, certain mysteries that, your pastors, they'll say, oh, that's closed, No, it's not closed, but it's open unto certain men, which are the prophets, man. Scripture say that the Lord will do nothing except he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So certain things, we go into and break down, that's showing unto you spiritual things. It says, is it a great thing if we reap your carnal things? All right? And what's that talking about? That's talking about, something tangible. You know what I'm saying? Something monetarily, That's why, you have people that are supporters of Great Millstone or supporters of this gospel. Let's just say they pay tithes, they give offerings, so on and so forth. All right. And that's not nothing new. This is something that was going on. When you go into the book of Malachi, the Lord speaks about, how you rob the Most High by not paying your tithes, man. And guess what? We ain't shaking nobody down, man. All right. We not like the Baptist church, passing around collection plates. Listen, whether you donate or not, we are going to continue to teach the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? But with that being read, I'm going to go into a little history here. And this is from the book, The Expulsion of the Jews from Rome under Tiberius, which we know when the Lord, passed away, or when the Lord went back into the spiritual world, all right, Tiberius, was on the scene. And he was the Caesar on the scene. He was the Roman emperor on the scene. So this guy Tiberius, it's gonna go into it, man. All right. He expelled, Jews from Rome, and it's gonna tell you why. It reads a note. Let me zoom in a little bit, because sometimes, there we go. It says a noteworthy incident in the reign of Tiberius, 19 AD, is mentioned by more than one ancient writer, but with difference of detail in the accounts and without any comment on the puzzling questions it suggests, wherein they are followed by recent editors of their works. Modern historians do better than this, but none that have come to the attention of the present writer appear to deal with it in full appreciation of the problems involved. It reads, the conversion to Judaism by a highly placed Roman matron, which what we got to do is look up that word matron. So this is in the online etymology dictionary. It says matron. It's a noun, late 14th century. Matroni. It says married woman, usually one of rank or social respectability and mature years, old enough to be the mother of a family, whether actually so or not. Okay, and you could read the rest of that, So this is a matron, usually one of rank or social respectability. So would not Kanye West be of a rank in this society and of social, social status? You know what I mean? Absolutely. So listen to what this woman did. This highly ranked woman in the Roman Empire did. It says the conversion to Judaism of a highly placed Roman matron and the subsequent embezzlement by a gang of Jewish rascals of munificent gifts they had solicited from her for the temple at Jerusalem. Guess what? They make it seem like, the Jakes back then, the Jews back then, embezzled her. This was an embezzlement. Okay? This woman gave gifts unto the men that were teaching the word back then. All right? Because she converted. All right? She was an Israelite woman, okay, that had a high position in the Roman Empire. And through them teaching the word, she converted, okay? So she had to be an Israelite already. So this was a so-called black woman during the time of the Roman Empire that had a high social status. And through the men doing the same thing that we're doing on the highways and byways, teaching this word, she saw the light, so to speak, and she so-called converted. All right? She came back to the fold. And what did she do? It says, by a gang. This is madness. It says, by a gang of Jewish rascals of munificent gifts. You look up that word munificent. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Bear me 1 minute. what I can do here. Let me see. Bear with me one moment. Of a gift or sum of money, larger or more generous than is usual or necessary. So this woman, she gave a gift of a large sum of money to the brothers that were teaching the word back then. They worded in a way to where the men that were teaching back then, which that was us back then. The brothers that are on the highways and byways, going back to the time of Rome, are the same brothers that are out here, in this time teaching the word. She showed a gesture of appreciation. All right. It reads, they had solicited from her for the temple at Jerusalem, had so angered Tiberius, all right, that he resolved upon drastic action, which is probably why, this dude Kanye Mess didn't give a gesture of appreciation, because he know that would piss the elites off. Okay. Nonetheless, like the Apostle Gabar said, we know what you have to do to acquire those riches. You sold out. All right. And it's a lot of talk about this guy, being involved in the death of his mother. All right. So it says probably other unrecorded scandals had contributed to his fame, to his frame of mind. The matter was laid before the Senate, apparently with the recommendation by the emperor of the course to be followed. It reads, in accordance therewith, 4,000 resident Jews of military age were drafted into the service and sent to undergo and sent to guard duty against the banditti in the fever-haunted island of Sardinia. So you had a lot of Jews that were sent over to Sardinia. They were expelled and they were sent to Sardinia in the military. All right. And this was going back to the time of the expulsion of certain Jews from Rome. All right. It says, all other Jews were to depart from Italy unless they would abjure their faith. In other words, they wanted you to stop going out there and teaching. And we were teaching Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, there is an additional statement in Josephus that the consuls punished a great number of other Jews, presumably of the same status as the 4,000 conscripts who were unwilling to serve, and pleaded an excuse, the necessity that rested upon them of keeping the laws of their forefathers. So who was that? That was us. It says, it may well be that in reality they alleged an established privilege of exemption for such duty. The three ancient accounts, and it goes into it, so on and so forth. I'll leave this in the description box. Matter of fact, bada bing, boom. All right. I'll leave that in the description box. So as you can see, this woman, she donated to the church, munificent gifts, a large sum of money. And this led to the expulsion of Jews from Rome during the time of Tiberius. So you can see a person of social status in history, showing their gesture of appreciation. But in this guy, Kanye mess, which this dude, man, the Most High is going to straight up kill that dude, man. That dude is bad news, man. All right? He's bad news, you know. And we'll see what happens in the upcoming, week, so on and so forth. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Like I said, just a land back from this video here. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Akakodah. Shalom to the elect.